outlook, some points for discussion. Property mall developers remain confident as we expect more than 1 million of mall supply to come in the next 2 years here in Metro Manila and in the nearby provinces. And then continued growth of the e-commerce business will result in higher needs for warehouse space. And then fusion of the e-commerce business and physical malls are expected in the next several years. So the likes of SM, Ayala, Robinsons, Megaworld, they're still bullish in the retail sector as they continue to build their portfolio here in Metro Manila and outside. So just last year, Ayala Malls Manila Bay opened. So with 150,000 of square meters leasable space, that's actually the biggest Ayala Mall here in the country and their first ever site in Paranaque. So as you can see, a lot of malls being constructed and these developments are scattered all across major CBDs. So the Araneta Group is expanding to Gateway 2 in Quezon City. Green Hills is being redeveloped in San Juan. SM Mall of Asia in Pasay City is adding another wing. And then Federal Land and Ayala are building new ones in Taguig and Makati. In comparison to other countries, we actually have the 5th, 6th, and 7th biggest mall in the world, so all built by SM. So this just highlights the mall-loving attitude of Filipinos. So we Filipinos, we love going to the malls. It's actually part of our lifestyle already. So rather than being just a shopping place for us, it has become a one-stop hub for us. So because we can renew our license, renew our passports, do groceries, pay bills, watch movies, etc. And we expect this trend to continue for the next coming years. As growth of the physical malls continue to expand, we've also seen a rise in the growth of the e-commerce business or online shopping business here in the Philippines. So for the past 3 years, Filipino online users have been increasing. So for an estimated 60 million users back in 2017, there's been an average increase of 8 million users per year, and the most active ones coming from the tech-savvy working millennials group, which is ages 25 to 34 years old. With the growth of the Filipino online users, this has greatly contributed to the market sales as well. So market revenue for the business has grown from 36 billion pesos to 44 billion pesos in 2018 and is expected to grow by 10% annually. So with that being said, the e-commerce business here in the Philippines is here to stay and is a very important channel, but there's a need for our government to improve the internet services. Also, if we Filipinos overcome the fear of digital payments, we can expect e-commerce business to grow even faster. As for the physical malls, they're here to stay, but the keyword will be experiential. So mall developers need to create a more they need to bring in more new concepts and foreign plans so to entice mall goers to continue going. And then another way to encourage them to go to the malls is by bringing the malls to them. So this can be done by building community malls and township projects, because we have to admit, with the worsening traffic here in Metro Manila, less and less people want to go out. And then with the mall developers have actually seen the potential of the e-commerce business. That's why they've started investing as well. So Ayala bought into the Zalora and they now have their own logistics arm, which is Entrigo. And then Super SM, being a retailer as well, they've tapped into Lazada to sell some of their products. And they have also acquired some stakes for At2Go, a logistics firm. And then to summarize, there's a need for the logistics sector to step up as growth from the e-commerce business continues to provide buyers a more seamless shopping experience. So from clicking and buying to receiving the product and then to returning it as well. And then here in the Philippines, malls and online are not really seen as rivals, but they are complementing each other because we, as mentioned earlier, the physical malls are also sort of migrating into online, and then we also see some online stores having presence in the physical malls to let buyers experience their product. And then, whether it be sales from online or shopping malls, the Philippines being primarily a consumption-driven market, it will really boost sales for the Philippine economy. So here's JM to discuss